For years, I've been saying, nay, preaching about the importance of waifus to our society. I've been fighting on the front lines to make waifu awareness more well known, more mainstream. I'm like one of those fucking doomsday people on the side of the roads holding up those signs. The end is near. But my sign says, I jerk off to waifus and you should too. I'm telling you, waifus are the future, and Project Melody proves it. Now, what is a waifu? Don't you ever come in here and fucking lie to me again. You know what a waifu is, unless the only time you spend on the internet is spent Googling Christian studies meetings or downloading Magic Treehouse books from Amazon. You're familiar with what a waifu is. Waifus are not real, per se, by standard definitions, not real people. They are 2D, perhaps 3D anime characters that you fall in love with and you jerk off to. Waifu lovers are a lot like WWE wrestling fans. Yeah, they know it's all fake, but who gives a shit? The love is real and the boners are too. Waifus, again, aren't by, your standard definitions real women, but Project Melody is kind of a unique spin on the waifu genre and capitalizing on the market because I'll break it down. I'm getting ahead of myself and assuming everyone knows about Project Melody because it's so popular right now. Project Melody is a waifu who streams on Chaturbate. Chaturbate, as you can probably gather from the name, is a place where you go to watch cam girls, pay money, and you come in your pants. Melody isn't exactly just a waifu, though. She is pretty advanced technology. She is an actual human being in a mocap suit who does all the motions, and it's all rendered in real time on Chaturbate. So she can interact with the chat, she talks to them, and she streamed just recently for the first time on Chaturbate and was the most popular Chaturbate streamer by a mile. She was making more money than all the real cam girls and just absolutely took it by storm, and she has been blowing up on the internet. Here's Project Melody. This is what she looks like. Not to insult Melody, but the character looks pretty generic. Looks like that standard senpai worshipping side character in most mainstream anime. But what's incredibly interesting about this is the technology behind it. Being able to interact with the chat and people who already love waifus gives them a really personalized connection to the waifu. And Melody, unlike humans, is not bound by normal laws and physics. While there is a human doing the mocap, Melody can constantly change her body's appearance. She can make her titties 10 times bigger, make them shoot laser beams if she wanted. She could make her asshole poke out and then make a melody pop out of her own asshole. Because she is a cartoon. You can make her do anything you want her to at the push of some buttons. It can really make the chat get any kind of fantasy they want out of Melody, and then they spend money on it. And as you can imagine, this isn't going over well with the real human being cam girls losing to a cartoon. I was going to pull up a lot of tweets and videos cam girls posted talking about it, but they all make kind of the same points, so I figured, and they're good points, I figured might as well just hit on the main ones. The main problem most cam girls have is losing to a cartoon fucking sucks. You can't really compete with Melody in terms of fantasy because she is a fucking video game character pretty much, where you can constantly be changing her, modding her. If you really wanted to, you can make her vaginas super lippy, where they kind of shoot out like Lickitung from Pokemon and then suck back in. You can do anything you want with Melody and fulfill anyone's fantasy as long as they're into hentai, cartoons, waifus, which it's the fucking internet, the majority of the people are. So real human being cam girls cannot compete with that kind of shit unless they have some fairly odd parents like Timmy Turner and start granting some wishes on the fly to make these fantasies come true on screen. They're not going to be able to do this kind of crazy shit with their bodies, obviously. Another thing I saw brought up that I think is a really good point is Melody and the people behind her, and keep in mind there is a human being doing the motions. They're not going to have the same problems that actual cam girls have, the social stigma, employment problems, family issues, friends issues that some cam girls struggle with. Melody isn't going to have that because they're totally anonymous. No one knows who's behind it, which means they can go out to the real world, not have to worry about anything, whereas cam girls, because of their career, sometimes they'll go out in public and have to worry about Randy Pitchford coming up to them and asking how they squirted on live stream. How did that magic trick work? Randy Pitchford can smell when a cam girl's in a fucking 1 mile radius of him and he's going to harass them. Melody, they avoid that entire problem by being anonymous. And I think that's a really good point. And also really smart from the Melody creators. One thing that I need to make clear is this technology that Project Melody uses isn't new. There's other people that have done it. Melody just happens to be the newest one, and she's doing it really well, and she's gaining a lot of traction, and Chaturbate is just blowing up for her. I think in the first 10 minutes of her first live stream, she made $500. And throughout the entire live stream, to my knowledge, she didn't even get naked. No fucking nudity. I tell you, if I came into the Chatterbait stream for Project Melody and I didn't see a single nipple or even a tiny glance at a butthole, I would be inconsolable. I would be so upset. I'd be calling all my friends, look guys, come over. I can't be alone right now. I'm just real upset. You wouldn't understand. I'd just be real mad about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going into the Project Melody stream to hear her say my name. I could give a fuck less if she says Charlie. I'm not just gonna go, oh, she said Charlie. You know, with Project Melody and the kind of stuff you can do, I'm expecting some wild fantasy shit. Like you could have a literal titty battle on her chest, where it'd be like Tron, where her right tit's going out, left tit's going out, and then the right one cuts it off and the left one explodes. All kinds of cool shit can happen, but you're not even gonna do nudity? Like that's a shame. I'm getting sidetracked. Point is, really impressive technology with a lot of potential, and obviously it has caused some waves in the camming community. And what I really wanted to focus on is I think cam girls are taking the wrong approach to beating her. I don't like that they're trying to get her banned. I never liked that kind of shit. She's done nothing to break rules. There's nothing wrong with what Project Melody's doing, and by trying to get her banned, you're admitting that you're worse than a cartoon. You're admitting defeat, saying, I cannot beat a cartoon, and I just want her out. I don't like that. I think that's a shitty way of playing the game, and I also don't like that they're insulting their own viewer base. They're saying the only people going to Project Melody are simps, incels, losers, pieces of shit. If you're not supporting our streams, you're just a piece of shit incel, loser, misogynist, all kinds of things that I just think is so disconnected. You're insulting your own viewers. The people that watch Cam Girls are the same people that are watching Melody. So your community is also watching Melody, and now you're insulting them. Why would they go back to you when you clearly don't like them or respect them? You are just hurting yourself by insulting these people. There's nothing wrong with liking Project Melody. You can like both. They can like you as the human cam girl and Project Melody as the cartoon fantasy cam girl. There's nothing wrong. There's a massive overlap in the two audiences. So by going out of your way to shit on those people, you're hurting your own community. I don't know why they're not seeing that, but they keep insulting them. And I honestly feel bad. Like they just don't realize what they're doing, and by the time that they do, it'll be too late because the people have moved on to a cam girl that respects them or a different virtual waifu. It's just, I don't know. I don't like their approach. I think you can absolutely beat Melody. Not everyone's going to be into Project Melody. Again, I'm not a huge hentai waifu guy. I joke about it, but I don't really like cartoon porn or 3D porn. I don't care for it. And I'm sure I'm not alone. I don't think Project Melody was able to make humans obsolete overnight. But by shitting on the people that enjoy Project Melody, you're ruining your chances of them coming to you or guilting them into it. It's not a good look. It's not a good idea. The people that like Project Melody would like you, as long as you don't just keep insulting them. It's just pretty simple. I don't like the approach cam girls have taken. I'm impressed with Project Melody, but I totally get why a lot of cam girls are concerned and panicking about it. I don't think there's a need to. It's just going to be a whole nother market that blossoms. There's going to be human cam girls and waifu cam girls like Project Melody. I don't think Melody's going to be alone, and no matter what you do, it's going to happen. It's coming. This is the rise of the machines, baby. Skynet is taking over our porn now. And shit, they're doing it with an anime mask on? Fuck it, I welcome it. I'll be in one of those chats and just like an anime, I'll get like a nosebleed when I see titties. Shit's crazy. Shit is absolutely wild, but I just wanted to talk about it because this is pretty new stuff going on. The final frontier of porn, perhaps. That's really just about it. See ya.